Hello everyone, my name's Alex and I'm a physiotherapist from PhysioFunction and I'm going to be taking this level 1 different strokes exercise class today. So as always we want you to have a safe and enjoyable class but a challenging one. So it's really important that for your safety that you exercise to the correct level. So level 1 exercise classes are designed for people who may not have any movement in their affected arm or leg. It is a seated class, so there will be no standing at all in this class. It is a requirement for this class that you do have a family member, carer or assistant, someone there to help you with exercises as needed. Okay, so today we are going to be doing a full body focused exercise class. So we're going to start with our warm up as normal, and then we're going to move into a circuit, which is going to be a combination of exercises to work on your upper body, some for your legs, and then some for your core and your balance, as well as some cardiovascular work. Okay, so let's get started. So we're going to try and sit nice and tall in your chair. Okay, if you can, try and bring your back away from the back of the chair. Think about going nice and tall through your spine. Okay, shoulders back and down. Let's start by looking to the right, over your right shoulder, back to the middle, and then to the left. Back to the middle, over to the right, back to the middle, and then to the left. Back to the middle, over to the right, back to the middle, and then to the left. Back to the middle. Okay, this time we're going to bring our right ear towards our right shoulder. Relax that left arm down as much as you can. Take a nice big breath in and out here. And come back to the middle. Then you're going to bring your left ear to your left shoulder. Relax that right arm down to the side. Take a nice big breath in and out. And relax there. Lovely, back to the middle. Let's start by doing some nice big shoulder rolls backwards now. So big rolls up and back and down. Up, back and down. Lovely. Nice big shoulder rolls going. That's it. Keep those shoulder rolls going. I'm just going to make an adjustment to my computer so you can see my head a bit better. Fantastic. Okay, big shoulder rolls backwards. And let's change directions. Let's come forward this time. Big shoulder rolls forward. I just realized that you could only see just almost the top of my head, so thought I better change it. Lovely. And then relax. Okay, let's try now. If you hold your hands together in front, so support your affected side, we're going to do a roll back with one shoulder, getting your elbow involved, and then we're going to do the other shoulder. We're going to roll back on one side and then the other side, a bit like a backstroke. Roll back on one and then the other. Big shoulder roll back on one, get your elbow involved, and then the other. Really nice. Roll back with right, then the left. Good, one more each side. Lovely. Okay, now holding your hands together in front. Now, if you've got quite a lot of weakness in your affected side, or you find that your arm hangs quite heavy, it might be worth seeing if your assistant can help support underneath your elbow, just to guide this movement. Holding hands together in front, we're going to try and reach our arms out in front of us, and then back in. Okay, so when we're coming out front, if you get a lot of tightness in your arm, just move as far as comfortable for you. And back, and then you might find that each time as things loosen up, you might go a little bit further. So it should be a stretchy feeling, but it shouldn't be painful. So it's always important that you don't push into any pain and you work within your limits. And again, forward and back. Good, we'll do two more here. Forward and back. Last one, forward and back. Okay, so if you rest your affected arm onto your knee, with your unaffected side, I want you to do a nice big arm opening. Okay, so you're opening up to the side and then you're going to turn and look over that shoulder. You're then going to bring that arm and I want you to try and thread it through. If you can't thread it through underneath where your affected arm's sitting, you can just sort of reach around to the other side. But we're doing almost like a thread the needle. So threading through, twisting your shoulder here. And then we're going to open back up again. And then we're going to thread our arms through. This is a really nice one to start to get a bit of movement happening in your ribs and around that middle area of your back where it can get quite stiff sometimes when you're sitting all day. Up, good, and thread through. Lovely. We'll do one more here. Big reach up, nice big reach, looking over your shoulder. And we're coming around. Okay, now with your affected side, if you do have some movement, you could try and complete as much as you can on that side. Otherwise, I'm going to get you to support your arm with your unaffected side. And we're going to try and reach up as if we're going to bat a ball. So you're going to reach up over that shoulder. So we're turning again. We're going to try and rotate. Again, just moving as much as comfortable for you. And then you're going to bring your arms down towards the opposite knee. So we're getting that trunk movement again, but you're just helping and guiding your arm as much as you can. The main thing is we're getting that movement from the shoulders. So you're going to bring your arms around, try and look over that shoulder, and then you're going to reach down towards the opposite knee. And then you're going to reach up, and then down. You can tell I don't play many sports with balls and rackets, can't you? And back and down. Good. Let's do one more here. We're going up and back and down. Lovely. Well done. Okay, hands resting on your lap. Now what I want you to do is I want you to sink your body down. So really slouch and drop your head chin to chest. You're then going to grow nice and tall, shoulders back, head high. Lovely. And again, we're going to round your shoulders, really reach your arms forward as much as you can. So you could hold your arms together and reach forward. Feel that stretch across your back. And then you're going to go really nice and tall. Squeeze those shoulder blades back together. Look up towards the ceiling. Nice. And again, we're going to round those shoulders, reach those arms forward, drop your head. And grow nice and tall, shoulders back, head nice and high. Good, one more here, so round your shoulders, reaching those arms forward, drop your head. And then shoulders back, head nice and high, grow tall. And relax here, lovely. Okay, so again, sitting nice and tall in your chair. We're gonna straighten one leg out in front of us, squeezing at the thigh muscle, pulling the toes up. Grow nice and tall in your chair and lower down. And again, squeeze and lift, hold. Pull those toes up, keep sitting as tall as you can and back down. And again, we're going to raise that leg up, hold, pull those toes up. Fantastic. Feel that thigh muscle working and back down. And again, we're going to pull up and hold. Pull those toes up, sit nice and tall and back down. Lovely. Two more here. Pull up, squeeze your thigh, pull those toes up to the ceiling, hold, and back down. One last one. Squeeze, pull those toes up, and back down. Okay, onto the other side. If you have any movement in this leg, I want you to try and do as much as you can. Even if you're only just lifting your heel off the ground, if you've got any movement, try and use it, okay? If you need a bit of help, then what you can do is hook your other leg underneath and you're going to lift up. You might need a little bit of extra support here from the chair because it is quite a lot on your tummy muscles if you are lifting both legs up, but sitting as tall as you can. Okay, you're going to straighten up and hold and then down. And again, straighten up and hold and then down. Good, and again, straighten up and hold and back down. Good, we're going to do two more here, straighten up and hold And back down, really thinking about that thigh muscle squeezing, straighten up and hold. And back down, lovely. Okay, feet back on the floor. Now what we're going to try and do is I want you to push down through your toes and try and lift up your heels. Then we're going to lower and we're going to try as much as we can to lift up the toes. And again, push the toes, lift up the heels. Stay nice and tall. And rock back on the heels and lift up the toes. Nice. And again, push through the toes and lift up the heels. Lovely. Relax down and lift up the toes, rocking back. Good. Keep that posture nice and tall. Push through the toes, lift up the heels. And relax down, lift up the toes. Lovely. Okay, 2 more. Going to push through the toes, lift up the heels. And relax down, lift up the toes, rocking back on those heels. Lovely. 1 more. Push to the toes, lifting up the heels. And we're going to lower down and rock back, lifting up the toes. And relax. Lovely. Okay, we're going to start building up a bit of heat here now. So we're going to start by marching those legs. Okay. So with your marching of your legs, if you struggle to move your affected side, you could just concentrate on doing your unaffected side, or you could sort of give it a bit of a hand if you need to. I want you to try and get your body involved. So if you need to hold your hands, you're trying to march, we just want to get a movement here. Again, sitting nice and tall. Just get a bit of movement, get that heart rate up a little bit. So we're thinking about movement and speed rather than how far or how high I can lift. Really nice, everyone. Keep it going. 15 more seconds. Lovely. Keep it going. And rest there. Fantastic. Okay, get yourself a drink if you need one. We're going to come into our main circuit now. So the first exercise is going to be an exercise for your upper body. So as always, I want you to think about sitting nice and tall in your chair. Okay, so thinking about that good posture. We're going to do a forward reach. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a forward reach. So you're going to aim to think about reaching those arms forward, stretching out as far as you can, and then coming back. So option is you can have your arms clasped together like this. Okay, so supporting, you can again have your assistant there to try and help with your elbow if needed. If you've got some movement in your arms and you can hold on to something, you could always hold sort of a light can of food, light weight, to make it a bit trickier. If you wanted to just focus on your affected side, you could support your wrist and again, have someone support your elbow and practice reaching forward and back. Or if someone else is holding your hand, if you've got your assistant there, you could practice pushing them away and pulling them back. With that, I just want you to think about keeping that body still and not just moving from your body. So pick whichever option you'd like to. We're going to go for 90 seconds with this one. Okay, so we're really again starting to think about nice and tall, really lengthening those arms away and working on that forward reaching motion. Okay, so I'm going to get my stopwatch ready. Right, where is it? There we go. Okay, off we go. So we're reaching forward, lengthening those arms out as far as we can, and then back in. Lovely. Reaching forward, lengthening out, and then back in. Now, if you find you've got any problems with your shoulder or shoulder pain, you can just lower your arms and practice reaching down here. Go to whatever level is comfortable for you. Okay. You're reaching, you're thinking about that elbow straightening, lengthening that arm away from you, and then coming back. And again, think about lengthening that arm away from you, straightening that elbow as much as you can, squeeze it long and strong, and come back. Really nice. Okay, again, squeeze, lengthen those arms away from you, squeezing those elbows nice and straight, and back. Remember that posture, sit nice and tall. Lengthen those arms away, reaching forward, squeezing the elbows nice and straight. And then back. Nice. Reaching that arm away from you. Nice and long and strong. And then back. Lovely. Again, reaching those arms away. Nice and tall. Good posture. And then back. Fantastic. Keep it going. We're nearly there. And then back. Let's do one more here. Okay. Really nice one. Reaching those arms away. Squeeze those elbows long and strong. And then come back. Fantastic. Okay. Next exercise is we're going into a minute of cardiovascular work. So we're going to do punching. So options, you can clasp your arms together and you can punch them in front, okay? Or if you wanted to, you could just punch your unaffected side and then using your as much movement as you can on your affected side. So if that's the shoulder, or if you can get the arm involved with it, then you can do that one as well. We're going to go for 1 minute and you're aiming to move as quick as you can. So trying to get that heart rate up. So we're going to go for 1 minute. Ready? And off you go. We're going to do some punching. So remember, you're punching your shoulder or as much movement as you have. Or we're punching those arms together in front. So whichever option you're going for. I just want you to start to try and move. That's it. Going straight forward in front. Keep those arms going. It's amazing how quickly this can get tiring. I'm going to move myself forward. You might find as well, if you sit a bit further forward and you get your legs on the floor, so you want your feet on the floor, get a bit more stability. If you sit back and your feet are up, it's a lot harder. That's it, well done. Keep going, got 15 seconds. That's it, keep it moving. Well done everyone, keep going, almost there. And relax, well done. Okay, grab yourselves a drink if you need one. So the next exercise we're going to do is a lower limb exercise. So we're going to do an exercise for your legs. So we're going to do a heel lift on both of the legs, lower down, then raise one knee up. Back down, heel lift, other leg up, okay? Again, if you don't have much movement in your affected side, try and do as much as you can, even just thinking about lifting and reducing the amount of pressure that's going through that leg. So even if it doesn't really lift very high, if you're thinking about lifting that knee up, okay, trying to stay nice and tall, even if you just get a little bit of a pressure lift on that leg, that's brilliant. Just try and think about the motion, think about the movement. The other option is you could assist it with your unaffected side or have your carer, family member, assistant to help you lift that leg. Okay, so they're the options. Heel lift, and then we're going to raise alternate legs. So we're going to go for 1.5 minutes, alternating. Ready, set, off we go. Lifting up on the heels, back down, lift the knee nice and high. Lifting up on the heels, lift the other knee. So again, helping or just lifting as much as you can. Knee, heel raise and lift. Good, stay nice and tall. Heel raise, try not to lean back when you lift up that knee. Heel raise, lift. Good. Heel raise, lift. So here as well, you're working at your own pace. If you're moving slower than me, that's fine. If you're moving a bit faster than me, that's fine. It's just thinking about that movement, lifting as high as you can, and lift that knee. We want nice control with this. Really think about squeezing, lifting that knee as high as you can. Doing really well. You've got 30 seconds to go. Lift. Good. Heel lift. Down. Do the heel lift, push into the ball of your foot, and then down. Good. Trying to get that big toe down on the ground. Nice. Raise up and lift. Good. Raise up. You could even add a twist if you wanted to. There's last few. Raise up and lift. Good. One more. And lift. Well done. Okay. we're going into our cardio exercise again. So we're going to do a star jump. So we're going to do either arm in and out, so you can do one side, and then if you've got any movement on the other side, using as much as you can, you could just focus on one side and then the lift on the other side. Or we can try and do both sides. Again, just moving as much as you can on your affected side. So you do have the option of just doing one-sided star jumps. So pick whichever option works for you. Again, trying to use your affected side as much as you can with the movement. We're going to go for 1 minute. Okay. Off we go. So big movement, or as much as you can, or we're going sideways with our arms. Or remember, we're just doing one-sided. That's the other option. One-sided star jumps, or one side and lift. Many options for you. Just get those arms and legs moving. So pick whichever option works for you and just keep moving. Keep nice and tall. Or even if you're just lifting your arms and your legs, it's just getting your body moving. Really nice. Got 10 seconds left. Come on, big push. Sit, last bit. And stop there. Lovely. Hey, get yourself a drink if you need one again. Next exercise we're going to do is a core exercise. So I'm going to get you to try and sit forward in your chair if you can, okay? But we're going to sit back. So you should be in a bit of a slumped position here, okay? What we're going to do is I'm going to get you to hold your hands in front. We're going to try and reach forward and sit up. And then we're going to try and slide back. So you really try and use your tummy muscles. If this is quite tricky for you, your assistant could help you by just placing their hand gently on the back of your shoulders and just guiding you forwards, or placing their hand in the middle of your back and just helping give you that little bit of help to guide you forwards. Or bring your bottom back a bit, or just sit normally and just try and sit up from here. So if your bottom's further back, it's going to be easier for you to sit forward, okay? If your bottom's further forward, it's going to be harder because you're having to sit up a longer way, okay? So we're going to do 90 seconds of this one. So get yourself in position, and then we're going to sit up nice and tall, and then slowly control back. That's the aim. We're going to slowly control back. Sit up nice and tall, and then we're slowly going back. See how slow you can control the sit backwards. And again, sit tall and slowly go back. The slower, the harder. Good. And the better. Good. Sit tall and slowly back. Nice. And again, sit tall, slowly come back. Sit tall. If your arms get sore, rest them on your lap. Slowly back. Sit tall, really slowly back. So you should be feeling this in your tummy muscles. Sit forward as tall as you can, slowly back. Lovely. Got 30 seconds left. Sit forward, nice and tall, slowly back. And again, sit forward and slowly back. Lovely. So we get 2 more out. Forward, slowly back. Really nice. 1 more. Sit forward and slowly back. Lovely, well done. Okay, we're on to our last cardio exercise. So we're going back to our punches. This time though, let's see if we can go a bit more across body to get a bit more trunk rotation. So you can punch either side if you're doing arms together, or if you're doing one arm in your shoulder, we're trying to think about punching across and getting a bit of trunk rotation here. So rotation in that middle part of your back, try and get your tummy muscles working a bit more. So we're going to go for a minute again here. Okay, off you go. So we're punching side to side, or we're cross punching here. So whichever one you're doing, I'm going to try and go as quick as you can with control. Get a bit of twisting in your shoulders. Feel that tummy muscle working, feel them working. Really nice. Keep it going. Over halfway, guys. You're nearly there. Keep it pushing. Your last cardio one. You're nearly there. We've got one exercise left after this, and then it's the cool down. That's it. Keep it going. You can do a quick little push. Come on, move a bit quicker. That's it. Increase that speed. Last bit. And stop. Well done. Okay. Our last exercise is going to be a sitting balance exercise. So again, aiming to try and sit away from the back of your chair, okay? So you're going to try and, as best you can, have your back off the back of the chair, or try and have reduced amount of pressure, okay? If you need to stop and have a little rest in this, that is absolutely fine, okay? But just try and come back to that good posture with as little pressure as you can, or no pressure through your back as soon as you can. We're going to, if we can, we're going to hold our hands in front, so we're going to try not to hold onto the chair. If this is a bit too tricky for you, you can have your hands on your lap, okay, or your hands on the chair, but try and keep them as light as you can. We're just going to start by sitting here firstly, and we're just going to try and turn our head side to side, keeping that sitting balance. The aim is we're going to try and control our body, keep ourselves nice and tall, sitting side, whilst moving our head side to side, okay? So I'm going to set my stopwatch. Off we go. Nice and tall, shoulders back, head high, good posture, tummy muscles pulled in. So think about drawing your tummy button in towards your spine. Really grow tall. We're going to look to the right and then to the left. Again, if you keep your hands up off your body, that's great. We're going to look to the right and then to the left. If you find that this makes you a little bit dizzy, then you could just practice going side to side, okay? Or doing as much of the turning as you can until you get that feeling of dizziness, and then having a moment to rest and then sort of rejoining when you can. It's just trying not to aggravate the dizziness too much. Okay? So if we can, now what we're going to do is we're going to look up and then back down. Okay, up and then down. Just take care here as well with your movements of your head looking up. If you ever get any dizziness or blacking out, then please don't go looking upwards. You could just do the movements with your eyes. Again, just moving within your limits and your capabilities. Keep that posture nice and tall. Nearly there. Well done, guys. And stop there. Well done. Right, okay, so we're going to go to a cool down. Well done on completing the circuit, okay? So what I want you to do again this time, we're going to hold our hands together in front, reach our arms forward. I want you to really round your back, upper back, so reach your arms forward and then drop your head to your chest. So you should feel a nice stretch across the back of your shoulder blades here. Nice big breaths in and out. One more big breath in, filling those lungs. Lovely. Okay, and now I want you to bring your hands towards the base of your back. Now, if you can only do it with one hand, that's absolutely fine. Bring it as far back as you can, and you're thinking about widening that chest, okay? Opening that chest up, widening those collarbones, shoulder blades squeeze back together and down. Feel that stretch across your chest, and just take some nice big breaths in and out here. Really try and fill up those lungs all the way to the bottom. Good, and again, big breath in. Lovely, we're going to do one more. Good, okay. Let's sit forward in your chair. You're going to have one leg out straight in front of you, okay? So one leg straight, the other leg bent. Bring your hands onto your bent knee. Now, if you've got difficulties with your sitting balance, make sure you have somebody nearby to supervise you, okay? And always make sure that you're maintaining your safety. You're going to sit nice and tall, and I'm going to get you to try and lean forward until you feel a stretch down the back of that straight leg. Keep your chest up. The movement should be coming as a hinge from your hips. Hold there. Nice big breaths in and out again. So keep breathing and relaxing into the stretch as much as you can. Really nice. Big. And then we're going to bring it back up. Okay, this time I want you to try and bend that knee back as far as you can. Okay, doesn't matter if your heel's off the floor. We're going to bring our hands onto that leg now. And you're going to try and lean through, trying to push your heel down towards the ground or as far as it will go until you feel a stretch down behind the back of that ankle there in your calf muscle. I'm going to hold that there. Again, take some nice big breaths in and out. If you find this a bit too difficult, this is where your carer could help you, or your assistant can help you. Just by putting a bit of gentle pressure down through the top of that leg, just to try and help you get your heel towards the ground. And back in. Okay, we're going to change legs. So this time we're going to straighten out the opposite leg. Okay, we're going to keep our hands on that other bent knee. Sit nice and tall, and then lean forward until you feel that stretch down the back of that thigh. Hold that one there. Really nice. Big breath. And then we're going to bring that leg back. So if you need to help it, if you're exercise, bring it back. And we're going to try and bend that foot back as far as we can. Okay, heel might be off the ground. Hands are going to come onto that knee now. Bring that heel down towards the ground to feel that stretch in your calf muscle. Hold that there. Nice big breath. Really nice, everyone. Give yourselves a pat on the back for completing this today. Lovely and relaxed. Well done. Okay, thank you very much for joining me for this level 1 different strokes exercise class. If you've completed the class and you've enjoyed it, please give us a thumbs up. If you've got any feedback for us, then we always welcome it. So please leave a comment below. I look forward to seeing you all again next week. Okay, have a lovely week and weekend and take care. Okay, bye.